Hey, Nick Williams here with Steven Schwalik, and Steven is a new agent. He was in a previous video with me, and he's been out on the road on his own. 2 days, right?
Today is the second day.
Yeah, and you've got...
I got one yesterday.
Yeah, so how old are those leads that you're running?
October.
Right.
So they're 2 months old.
Yeah, we were running leads, you and I. How old were they?
3 months, September.
Right, yeah.
And you got 4 in 3 days.
I did go out with Steven yesterday, and that was it was relatively easy. I think the biggest problem you have is when people aren't home, huh?
Yeah. So if you can get in the door, that's the name of the game. That's the hard part. And one thing you showed me yesterday was if they have that storm door and to kind of open that door and kind of get you almost halfway in the house.
Yes. Yeah.
Instead of standing outside the storm door, they don't open it. You know, one woman came out and she kind of controlled it right there and then. She kind of stepped out in front of us like, you're not coming in. She was standing guard.
We were all walking up the porch.
Yeah, and she came out.
Yeah, so she gained the upper hand.
Right away. Right off the bat.
She wasn't fooling around, was she?
She was like the bouncer. Yeah, she came out, little old lady.
Overall, how would you rate this? The leads versus the level of complexity or difficulty. What would you say?
I think it's the easiest sale to make.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday, I'm going back. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, so I love to get those leads if they're veterans, especially if they're Marines. We did meet a guy
I would have cut you off because Steven asked every person, are you a veteran? And good move.
Yeah, so that works for me. I wish there was a veteran list you could buy, but there's not. You can't get access because of privacy rules or something.
And we had 2 Marines, 2 for your background, and 1 Navy.
One squid and 2 Marines.
1 squid.
So, but
I'm going to hit you.
With that, hit you back. So with that said, I actually went back because I got the wife of the Marine, and she said he was going to the VA. So he would be back shortly, but I had a whole bunch of other leads to run. So I said I'll hit him at the end of the day because it was closer to my residence versus your residence. And I went back. Unfortunately, by the time I got back, they were going out to dinner. Like the garage, I was knocking on the front door, and the garage door opened, and he's all dressed up to go out to dinner. So he's going to be at the end of my route today at 4:00.
So all in all, you would rate this as an easy.
It's the only hard part is getting. There's not enough time in the day.
Yeah, and what I'm getting at, Steven, is there's a lot of people that want to create a business, and they want to be successful. You and I are seasoned salespeople. You know, some people are brand new. Some people are older. They're starting all over. This is like especially after like the real estate crash, the downsizing of companies. A lot of people are just. It's like, man, they got to come back. Would you say this is a good? In your brief experience, you can't be entirely definitive, but what would you tell that person? So the person just starting who's young and wants to build something and sees nothing but negativity all around them anymore, and the older person who's had some failures or setbacks and now they got to come back. What do you say to those people?
This is probably one of the easiest jobs to make a ton of money. I mean, my goal is to get 4 a day, and like I said, the hard part is really just having enough time in the day because you are traveling from lead to lead. You got to definitely map your leads out so you get the shortest distance between, so you're not crisscrossing town like we did once before.
Yes.
We only got to see 5 people, but we had 10 leads. You definitely got to get out to your target area. I'd say no later than 9 a.m., especially with the sun setting early. You're pretty much done at 5:30. I called Nick last night because I had some leads I didn't get to, and I said, is it all right to knock on doors at night? And he says it's not really a good idea because you are dealing with seniors, and they're kind of reluctant to open the door. Yeah,
if you have a lead appointment that was scheduled yesterday for today, and basically what happened is my activity got ahead of my leads, so we have a shortfall of leads, but we can go back and run those older leads, and that's the magic of running this type of system that I utilize, is that really you never ever run out of leads. And if you're a good salesperson, you always have leads, you always have a full day of business ahead of you, a full day of activity, and you should always be working, and that's the trick. And I would say, I'm going to wrap this up, Steven. I would say my last word here is that a salesman should be out selling every day. Otherwise, you're not making any money. What's your last word, Steven?
6 days a week.
6 days a week.
I'm doing
There you
Saturdays.
go. He's a Marine. That's good. That's good.
I'm doing Saturdays just because I am starting out in this business. I do have other business that I do, but I'm starting out in this business, and the timing is critical. They all know 2020 is coming. So, we got this special election period coming up, so we do get to run to the end of the year. I am going to pack it in on the 23rd, just because it's the holiday week, and I think it's going to be difficult to get people to sit with you. But, you got to run 6 days. If you're just starting out, whether you're an older guy, restarting your business, whether you're a young guy just getting started. I was nervous about getting a sale, and I had Nick come with me yesterday. And, once I got my first sale, I was just confident and gung-ho. And I said, Nick, I don't need you anymore. I'm going on my own. So,
well, work hard. A salesman should be selling and work 6 days a week. And we'll leave it at that. We'll see you.